I just want to see if I can say anything sensible about this new Musqueam decision, the agreement that's been made with the federal government. But I think it's good to just get it right down to brass tacks immediately. If you read the text, what it sounds very much like, I mean, you'd have a hard time to interpret it differently, is that Aboriginal rights and title are going to be gradually implemented across vast stretches of Metro Vancouver. I didn't do the calculation, but my guess is that that's a really expensive piece of property, right? And nobody's going to lose their property. I don't think that that's going to happen because it would be too outrageous. Maybe in a few cases, probably. But First Nations aren't going to accept that. Okay, yeah, we can't take private property. What they're going to expect, I promise you, is that they be compensated to some percentage. Let's say it's worth a certain amount of money, and the Musqueam Nation is 1,400 people. So, what percentage of the value of Metro Vancouver do 1,400 people need? That's a good question. And they're making tons of money already. They've got huge, huge condo developments around Vancouver. They're making big money. And they're still covered under the Indian Act. Yeah, so those 1,400 people, but we actually know that it won't be them because, in fact, I think there's quite a few people, the last I checked, in the Musqueam Nation that were on welfare. While all this money's coming in to 1,400 people, there's quite a few on welfare because it's the lawyers and the consultants that eat it up. I'm presuming, so don't sue me for slander or libel or whichever this would be. So, yeah, and the other thing about it is it's completely undemocratic because it's rights and titles. So the rights are going to allow them to determine the sorts of things that happen inside Vancouver. And you can see in politics already that to do anything, you need the approval of the local First Nation. And that's not democratic because there are 1,400 people in a population of Metro Vancouver. I don't know what it is, but it's probably around 2 million, eh? And as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to a park inside Vancouver, every single person has got an equal right to have a say in that. I don't accept anything. In the way that a certain amount of property, yes, but every park in the city, for example, and that's where you'll see it. They could take a park and build condos on it. It's conceivable. I doubt that they would do it, but it's conceivable. And some people are saying, oh, well, Chief Sparrow, don't worry, because he said that he doesn't want to go after property rights, right? He said that. Well, if that was not what he wanted, he shouldn't have signed an agreement that seems to suggest that he'll have the power to do that over time. He shouldn't have signed it if he didn't believe it. And the other thing, of course, is that he won't be chief forever. Who knows what they're going to think about it in 5 years even, or 10 years, right? So when I look at, I'm going to use the W word here because this is woke madness. Only woke people would have led us into the situation that we're in now. And it's a stupidity of a kind that's almost incomprehensible, that we could wind up in a situation where in a cash-strapped province in debt, having gone through all kinds of idiot things like the drug decriminalization thing that caused so much problem. We're struggling with that. We're struggling with the issues from Trump. We're struggling with leftist parties preventing any business from developing in Canada. That's very much what they've done. If you're a professional person, you could move to the United States, pay half the price for a house, and earn twice the salary, like in some circumstances. So it's just a massive brain drain. They're literally killing the country because of this thing with, well, at first there was the Cowichan and now there's the Musqueam one. They're going to drive investment out of the province. So whether you realize it or not, indirectly, it's going to have an impact on you. On every single person in the province has to suffer for this. Think of that. I don't know how many there are in the Cowichan band. I don't know how many there are in muscarine banned either, but it's not that many people, and the rest of us have to suffer for it. It's just not fair. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's preposterous. Well, I would say that you have to be careful about using the E word, but because our finances suffer, what that means is that the hospitals aren't funded as well as they should be. And that means that people suffer from a lack of medical care, right? So you're going to cause that, and that's not evil? I just think it is.